All right, so this is kind of a nice example of the application of trig functions in astronomy. A fact that we kind of know using trigonometry, but using trig, we do know that the distance from the Earth to the Sun is about 93 million miles. So let's use that fact to estimate the radius of the Sun. Okay, so what they do is they get out a tripod and they measure the angle. We're on Earth here, and they measure the angle here out to the Sun. And that angle is pretty small. They measure it. It's about 32 minutes. And we want to know, all right, what's the radius? So let's call this distance radius. Well, if this entire angle is 32 minutes, then half of it, just for this triangle, this is 16 minutes. So, if this distance is 93 and this is r, the tangent of this angle is r over 93 million. So we have the tangent of, again, this is half of the whole angle, so for this triangle, that angle is 16 minutes, and the tangent is r over 93 million. Multiply both sides by 93 million, and we get 93 million times the tangent of 16 minutes, but we need to convert minutes to degrees. So to convert this to degrees, we divide by 60, and that is equal to our radius. So here we get out our calculator, make sure that we're in degree mode, because we use divide by 60 degrees, and plug this in, and when you plug this in, we end up with a number that we get about 432,845, and our units here are miles. So the radius of the Sun is about 432,000 miles. It's pretty big. And then I like to relate this to the Earth, and I ask students, all right, how big around, what is the radius of the Earth? Well, how big around is the Earth? It's interesting to ask students this question, because a lot of them, most students aren't even really that close. But it's about 25,000 miles is the distance around, or that's the circumference, if we think of it in 2 dimensions around the equator. So the circumference of the Earth, the circumference is 2 pi r. And if we take this and divide by 2 pi, and if we plug that in our calculator, we would get the radius. So half of this is 12. We're going to get a little less than 4,000 miles. Compare that to about 400,000 miles. It's a huge difference. The Sun is tremendously larger than the Earth. It's just kind of an interesting application.